Horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. Home to the Ohio State Buckeyes, one of the great settings in sport. And, man, this place is rocking today. Today, it's a top 25 matchup. Two teams off to good starts, hoping to build on that and test themselves against another ranked team. As we'll see the number 16 team in the land, the Arizona Wildcats, taking on the second-ranked team, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. And here we go, the long-awaited kickoff. The start. And the returner elects to fair catch it, no return. The Buckeyes offense has the football first here today. And, Kirk, here comes the star tight end. There's so much emphasis in college football on using this position creatively. I mean, this guy's as good as any of them.
Yeah, you nailed it, Chris. We've seen tight ends have a big impact in college football in the past, but what this guy is doing right now is unbelievable. Speed of a wide receiver, size and power of an offensive lineman. We're looking at a freak out there today.
Scanning the field, it's Howard. He'll take a deep shot here. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Touchdown, Ohio State. Just ran away from the defense.
Well, perfectly thrown football here, and this quarterback's got to be fired up. It's his first passing touchdown of the season. Here's the first of hopefully many more for this young man.
BAT is good. They jump in front, 7-0. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Returner looking to create better field position. Returner brought down, sets up the next drive. So Arizona's offense takes the field, our first chance to see them today. And with such a dangerous wide receiver on the field here, puts a lot of stress in the secondary. Good strong safety, Kirk, maybe not necessarily built as a great coverage guy, who's going to have to be big today.
Yeah, he really is, Chris. He's known for his physicality. This safety's going to have to do a good job of cleaning up tackles, but also being an extra guy to play keep away. He's good at doing both, but this receiver has great ball skills and the ability to break away with speed. Going to be a unique matchup to follow.
Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball at the 31.
Well, Chris, with this style of RPO, the quarterback has to do a really good job of staying on that ride with the running back to make sure that the defense is really up against the run before he can pull it out and throw the football. Here, it's a little further downfield, but the same result as far as the potential and the big gain coming off of an RPO.
Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. They're going to run it. And the runner brought down right at the 38-yard line. So we got the Big Ten versus the Big 12, two conferences that have been reshaped dramatically in recent years, Kirk. Always interesting to have these two leagues collide. It's an opportunity.
Yeah, in the Big Ten and the Big 12, they don't have a ton of history together, but they do have some history in recent years. Remember, Ohio State and Oklahoma had a home-and-home. Ohio State beat Oklahoma in Norman, and then the following year, remember Baker Mayfield planting the Oklahoma flag after they upset Ohio State in 2017, and that propelled them into a playoff berth. So there's no reason why a win like that on either side couldn't do the same.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Dropping back, it's Fifita. Got him for a sack. A big play made them one of the senior leaders of this defense. Defense looking for back-to-back sacks. Third down now. Quarterback drops back. And he's looking to make a big play downfield. Pass caught. Can he get in? They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Arizona. Kirk, they were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and they reached the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
Now they get set to kick it away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 10. Not good field position to start the drive. Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. Off the play fake on first down. Fires it to the wideout. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. More than enough to pick up a first down. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now. A solid run, good for first down yardage. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Running back grabs it on a screen. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
Well, it seems like a screen pass is either feast or famine. You either completely fool the defense and you've got a lot of room to run behind a convoy of blockers, or there's just nowhere to go and the play gets blown up as we see here.
And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces a defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams through this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Buckeyes have first and 10 here. Looking to throw. It's Howard. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Down after the completion.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down, but instead gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
And he finds a wide-open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. Touchdown, Buckeyes. This quarterback on fire today. PAT puts him in front by 7. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Looks like the returner will try and field this one. They'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Okay, so the Arizona offense heads back out of the field now. They scored a touchdown in their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. It's a jet sweep. Receiver trying to turn the corner.
Hey, they gave up some yards here, but, man, that's a pretty good job by this defense against the jet sweep. You see who was carrying the ball there? He can fly. I would argue he's the fastest guy on the field. So you don't give up the big play. You give up a few yards. I think that's a win for the defense.
Pass is going to be incomplete. He was really lucky to avoid the pick there.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it. A lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, but hands, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
Well, that's a great job of working the middle of the field by this quarterback, and he picks up big yards.
On first and 10, looking to throw. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived at the same time as the football. And now it's second down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Ball handed off. And they finally stop it, but a decent gain that time. Third down coming up after that running play. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Caught over the middle. It's McMillan. He's tackled inside the 35 and picks up a first down. This Arizona offense is moving quickly down the field. First down, looking to throw the ball. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
And the back gets the football. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. They don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also...
And it's intercepted right near the goal line. Not much on the return, but they create the turnover.
Well, I'm not shocked here at all by this play. The offense is facing a 3rd and long. Why not just throw it up and take a chance? Maybe you get a completion. Maybe you get a pass interference. Worst case, it's intercepted. But it's almost like a punt. The ball is thrown so far downfield.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Looking for some space. It's Henderson. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
You know, Chris, what a great run here. You think about Ohio State, you think lately about those NFL-ready wide receivers. But we all know it starts with their running games, all those great backs they've had over the years.
And the pass is incomplete. He dropped the first down attempt here across the middle. Offense getting set. Second down play here. The offense with some pre-snap eye candy. Offense will keep it on the ground here. The pickup is 4. Sets up a 3rd and 6 now. And the tailback's got it again. And he'll pick up the first down. Stop at the 27.
Well, Chris, to me, the defense looks like they're dropping back in zone coverage, worried about a pass play here on 3rd down. Instead, the offense elects to run the ball, catches them off guard, and it's good enough for a first down.
Looking to throw it on first down. Caught near the sideline. It's Abuka. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Handoff here from the shotgun. The defense able to bring him down to wrap up the first period of play. You've got an exciting quarterback duel in the making here as we check the first quarter stats. First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this 3rd down. And they pick up the first on the ground. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Here's a great example of a back knowing where he needed to go on this play, and he didn't mess around. He got between the tackles and earned every single yard.
The Buckeyes starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Tight end goes in motion. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And he'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense. Almost anticipating this play, they're in position to bring him down for a loss.
Back to throw. It's Howard. He's moving out of the pocket. He's hit as he throws it. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now 3rd down coming up.
And I am so impressed with the athletic ability and speed of this defense. Quarterback does a pretty good job of keeping the play alive, scrambling off to his right, but that defensive speed and their aggressive nature get to him.
Makes the catch downfield. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down. And the long march continues. Offense pushing the ball down the field. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
Hey, nice RPO here by the offense. Defense is going to sit back, make it easy on the quarterback, hand it off up the middle. Nice solid game. Stay ahead of the chains.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. And it falls incomplete.
The receiver
Hurried to throw that time.
It's pretty simple as a defensive coordinator. When the quarterback drops back to throw, if we get pressure on him, we got a chance to slow him down and win the football game. If we don't, it could be a long afternoon. Good job here by dialing up the pressure.
And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's fourth down. The Buckeyes will come to the line looking to convert on fourth down. Tackle to the 28. This offense threatening now. Another first down.
Well, these are the kind of situations you practice every week. You got to be able to get a yard. And the offensive line was able to give them just enough push to convert here on the ground. Clearly, they've done this drill before countless times, and it shows.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Makes the grab. It's Scott. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. Buckeyes looking to punch it in here. It's 1st and goal. Offense looking to throw the ball. Running back has it on a screen now. Touchdown, Ohio State. Strong game by this quarterback. Can you say methodical? Marathon march, Kirk, just pounding away and wearing down that defense.
They just kept moving the sticks and moving the sticks until they got into the red zone, and they just kept moving the sticks until they got into the end zone. What a drive.
Now the kickoff team is out on the field. He's going to try for a return from a couple yards deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Here comes the Arizona offense back out on the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Offense out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. Receiver in motion now. The receiver's got it on a jet sweep. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Man, the biggest thing when you run the jet sweep, you cannot afford penetration. Here the defense does a nice job almost anticipating the jet sweep is coming, and they make this offense pay for that with a significant loss.
So behind the 6, second and long from their 14. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Defense makes the tackle on the ball carrier.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fit, holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. He'll take a deep shot. Oh, that one's picked off. Look out, he's got some space. He steps out of bounds. A solid return and a great play to set up his offense here.
It's 3rd and long, so as an offensive coordinator, you can either play it conservative or trust your quarterback and take a shot downfield. They elect the latter, and it ends up backfiring on them.
Looking to set up a screen pass here. Over to Juke, gets free now. They finally get him down, but a solid gain in that screen pass. Good call there. How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? Dropping back, it's Howard. Physical defending, that one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on 1st down. He pulls it in for a big gain. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down.
You know who's got to love this offense picking up so many 1st downs? Their own defense. Man, when I played, I used to have defensive guys come down and tell me when we'd have a long drive how much it would allow them to rest or go out and play dominant football.
Tackle made just short of the end zone. They'll put the ball about the 3.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice, solid game.
So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. We've reached the 2-minute warning here. Let's see if this offense can build on this big lead before halftime. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Send the back in motion. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Grab behind the line. It's Henderson. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one.
Well, the offensive line does everything they can to try to protect the quarterback, to give him enough time to find an open receiver. But there's nobody there downfield. He ends up throwing it to the back. But how about the speed of this defense? Now you're looking at a 3rd down.
Offense facing a 3rd down now. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Quarterback flashing the speed in that touchdown run. That's almost unfair.
I think out of all the quarterbacks in the entire country, this guy might be as fast as any of them. Why not utilize his speed when he can make defenses pay for it? It's a great design play and a nice touchdown.
Okay, so the Arizona offense heads back out of the field now. They're in a hole here before they have a chance to regroup at halftime. Let's see if they can cut into this big lead. Grab down the middle. It's McMillan.
Man-to-man coverage. You run the drag route. You prefer to get the ball downfield, but the matchup called for at least some positive yards underneath, and he makes a nice throw.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Looking for the tight end, and it's caught. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. 1st down and 10 now. Scanning the field. It's Fifita. Running out of time in the pocket. Just gets the pass away, but took a shot that time. Incomplete, so it's 2nd down and 10. And he drops back in the gun. Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up.
Oh, my gosh. They almost came up with another interception. They had a pick on the last drive. They're doing such a good job of baiting this quarterback into throwing the ball into coverage and then making a play on the ball. Let's see if they can keep this going.
Here's a shot toward the right sideline. The QB throws his 3rd pick of the day. Going the other way, can they stop him? It's a pick and a long return before finally being taken down.
Chris, if you're going to make that throw, that's called a two ball. That means it's got to be on a line. Here he puts it way up in the air and allows the defender to come over and make the play on the ball. Great job by the defense.
And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. This offense has been clicking so far, but they get aggressive, go for more before halftime. Caught on the outside, it's Smith. That's a big game before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down. Fresh set of downs, it's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. Touchdown, Ohio State. This offense is still clicking.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. When they're rolling like this, results in quick and positive results.
And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. Here comes the Arizona offense back out on the field. They've got a choice here in the final minute. Do they get aggressive, try to cut into this lead, or play it safe and point toward the second half? They've got him. It's a sack for the defense.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
Back to pass. It's Fifita throwing for his running back. They can't come up with it there, and that's going to do it. Time runs out in the first half. The Buckeyes will kick it away to get us going in the second half. And that kick will just bound into the end zone for a touchback. Okay, so the Arizona offense heads back out of the field now. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? And they get the second half started with their running play. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Second down, we're going to throw it. A sack in the play could not escape the pass rush.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
Tries to get it to the running back. Oh, nice play by the defender. Got a hand in there to break up the pass. And the punt team now willing to kick it away. Oh, and he's got a crease here. Look out. And they've got the returner corralled. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. This group has been clicking. They've really built momentum. Can the defense make adjustments? Come up with a stop here. So the offense with the 1st and 10 now. The football placed exactly at midfield. Looks right for a quick completion. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. On the run, it's Judkins. Stopped right there at the line, no gain. Second down play coming up. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Makes the catch. Can he get in? Touchdown, Buckeyes. And this one is getting ugly.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Here comes the Arizona offense back out on the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? Handoff heading left. Breaking free at the 35. Makes the first down, but pays a price. Big hit there at the end. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. They'll run it here. It's the running back with the ball.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Getting set. Here's second down. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. Getting close to midfield now. They bring it down to the 47.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
And they'll give it to the back. That moves the football inside the 40, and it's another first down.
Well, that shows you the trust they have in their offensive line in this running game. To get to a third down, just trying to come up with a way to be able to keep this drive alive, keep hope alive that you can come back in this game. You rely on Old Reliable, that offensive line, and they come through for you.
Goes to his right side there with a completion. They finally tackle him down at the 1 after that catch and run.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Goal line formation for the defense. A run to the left, trying to find Pater. Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats. And now they'll set up for the point after.
Number 7 in the end zone.
And the PAT is good.
The extra point is good. That makes the score. Ohio State.
The kickoff. Jose gets set to send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Henderson. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll be sacked back at the 1, narrowly avoiding a safety.
Well, you really roll the dice here throwing the football. The offensive line's got to do a much better job of protecting the quarterback. They're lucky that's not a safety.
From the shadow of the goal line, looking to throw the ball. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. This is turning into a monster day for this quarterback, Kirk. His passing yards now up over 350.
Yeah, and it seems like this defense has tried everything. They're blitzing. They're sitting back in zone. They're trying to double coverage certain receivers. Everything that they've tried is, unfortunately for them, not working because of how well this quarterback is seeing it and throwing today.
The Buckeyes lining up here on 1st and 10. On the run, it's Henderson. And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run?
Oh, the pass is picked off. Going the other way, can they catch him? At the 20, at the 10 now. Touchdown, Arizona. And the defense adds 6 with an interception return. And a pick 6, a monster play by this defense here.
That defender showed a lot of athletic ability there with the ball in his hands. I wouldn't be surprised if the head coach watching that thought about maybe giving him some reps as a returner after that touchdown.
Point after, knocked right through. Getting set to kick the ball off now.
21.
And it's fielded. Can the returner make something happen here? He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick 6 last time out here. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Fires it to his target. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to... more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. You've got a lot of time back there to throw the ball. And eventually, that's going to cost you.
And they'll stop him after a short gain. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. And looking for a big play here. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. Touchdown, Ohio State. And the route is on.
This receiver is putting on a show today. That is 3 trips to the end zone already. And based on how this defense is playing against him, this may not be the last time we see him in the end zone today.
Kickoff team's on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Okay, so the Arizona offense. Now. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. That run takes it across the 30-yard line.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
The pocket breaking down. And they've got him again. That ferocious pass rush, back-to-back sacks. And the punt team makes its way onto the field. They're going to kick it away for the second time. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. They guys up front lined up. It's first down. On the ground, it's Judkins. He's brought down out at the 46.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. They get him down, but that's a solid gain.
Well, let's give credit to the offensive line here. They went with a run blitz. The offensive line sees it, picks it up, gives them enough room to pick up some solid yards.
Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. Poked out of bounds, but it's another big gain. This offense producing chunk plays through the air. Buckeyes pick up enough yardage for a first down. The shotgun running play call. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down. Offense getting set. It's second down. The shotgun handoff here. Picks up a gain here. They'll stop him just a few inches short of the first down marker. Well, Kirk, Ohio State has the lead here after one. Hasn't been much of a contest so far, and the stats will reflect that. A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on third down. Can he make it to the marker? There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
How impressive these guys been up front today. Big third down, know what you need to do, hit the first down, continue to hold on to that lead, continue to work clock, and get that much closer to securing a victory.
They'll try to run it in on first and goal. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Well, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So, nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that.
Touchdown, Buckeyes. And the beatdown continues.
Chris, you talk about having a day. This offense just goes out. They're not even looking at the scoreboard. They're just going out, executing the play call, and continuing to put points on the board.
And the point after is good. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner opportunity to bring this back. And here's the return from inside the 5. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Here comes the Arizona offense back out on the field. This group is coming off a quick 3-and-out. Can they put something together in this drive? First play of the drive, they come out throwing. Quarterback escapes the pocket. Breaking free at the 35. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Well, here's a quarterback that just takes control for himself. Picking up some nice yards when nothing else is there. This guy's a real threat.
One play moves the ball to the 44. It'll be first down. Dropping back, it's Garcia. Lofting it toward the left sideline. Intercepted right near the end zone. What a play. Not much on the return, but they snuff out the drive with the takeaway.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
It's a 1-yard gain, 2nd and 9 coming up. The Buckeyes will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. And he'll drop back here on third down. Finds his man. It's Ballard. Tackle made after a big gain.
Boy, this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. thing you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on third down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
And here's the handoff. The gain is 3. Now it's second down and 7.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right here.
Offense looking to keep the drive alive. It's third down. And they'll work the clock here by keeping it on the ground. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's going to be fourth down and inches. Handoff to the single back. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
Well, I know analytics are going to tell you to go for it on 4th and inches. It's just a little bit scarier doing it in your own territory. But listen, if you trust your offense and you trust the preparation you've had in these kind of short yardage situations, I say if they get another one of these, they go for that one too, because it clearly has worked out for them.
And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly. And that's the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to work the clock, getting closer now to an impressive victory. Looking downfield, it's Howard. He's running out of time here. They've got him. Defense comes up with a sack.
Well, you got to do a better job with your fake as the quarterback. The defense did not bite at all in the play action, allowing them to continue to come after the quarterback and come up with that sack.
And here's the fair catch by the return man. Okay, so the Arizona offense heads back out of the field now. This has been a demolition, a monumental beatdown. Time to just put the controller down and walk away. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Caught over the middle. It's Murphy. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Boy, nice job by the receiver of selling this route to the outside. Created enough space back to the inside. And there's the timing again between the quarterback and the receiver, giving him a chance to come up with some yard.
And he'll loft this one deep to the left side. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats.
Well, you can tell that this play caller, the offense coordinator, he's thinking about the future. He wants to see how his quarterback and how this offense wants to compete when this game's out of reach. He's going to be very happy with the result of this play.
And the PAT is good.
56, Arizona.
That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. They've really protected home turf well here today. What a satisfying victory. And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6.
At the 29. Brings up second down.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. They tackle him right at the 35-yard line.
That's the mark of a well-coached team. These guys don't even pay attention to the score. They're just out there executing and churning up yards. Good, solid run there. As this clock continues to wind down, this offense has had a great day.
There was so much anticipation, so much preparation on both sides for a